Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another episode of delicious cooking. If this is your first time you're coming to this channel, you're welcome to my channel. Do not forget to hit that subscription button, and for my old subscribers, thank you guys so much for your support. Now let's get started. So guys, today we are making the most delicious jollof rice. Starting off, we need cow meat, and I'm adding onions and ginger powder and some garlic powder, thyme leaf. Go ahead and add stock cube. I'm using none. Use whatever stock cube that works for you. I'm adding nutmeg, meat tenderizer. Then I'll be adding some red crushed pepper. And here is Benny. I'm adding half a teaspoon of Benny, and also I'll be adding half a teaspoon of Big Mama flavor, chicken flavor. And go ahead and add some salt to taste. Now that every ingredient is added, go ahead and stir that up properly and cover that and let it cook for at least 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, as you can see, the meat has produced some stock. Go ahead and smash all the stock cube if they have not done so already. So I do this to enable the meat to have a very good flavor, a very good taste before adding water. So I added 2 cups of water. I'll go ahead and cover this and let it continue cooking for another 10 minutes. While it's cooking, here I have my onions, my tomatoes, my red pepper, orange pepper, everything, and even some sweet pepper as well. The small sweet pepper and those big jumbo sweet pepper. So go ahead and add everything, including my ginger and garlic. So I'll go ahead and wash everything. Here we are, all washed up and cut. Yes, so next is to blend them together. So once I'm done blending everything, I'll pour them up in a pot and stir everything up to mix properly. And then I'll cover this up slightly open. You don't want to cover it all the way tight, so slightly open. I'll let it cook until the stew or the tomatoes get dried up. Meanwhile, here we are, the meat is ready. I'll go ahead and take them out of the stock, and I'll go ahead and put this in my air fryer. You can fry this up, you can dry them up in the oven, do whatever that works for you. Back to the tomatoes and the pepper stuff that we blended earlier. They have all dried up. You can see that it's all dried up. There is no more water in it. Now let's get started again. Let's get cooking. I'll go ahead and add vegetable oil. Use any oil of your choice. Yes, use any vegetable oil that works for you. So I let it simmer for like 5 minutes. I'm adding my chopped up onions, and here is my seasoning. I'm using the same type of seasoning I told you guys earlier when I was steaming the meat. Use whatever seasoning that works for you guys. It doesn't have to be the seasoning that I'm using. Use whatever seasoning that works for you. I'm adding 1 stock cube. I'll go ahead and stir up everything. Once they are well combined, I'll cover that up and let it simmer for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, as you can see, the oil has separated from the tomatoes. As you can see, it's well cooked at this point. Yeah. So it's looking so nice and smells so amazing. So here I'm just taking out a little bit because I like to enjoy this with my white yam. Yep, I cannot make this kind of sauce without eating some white yam. So here I have my rice properly washed and clean, ready to go. I put that inside the sauce or the stew that I made. I stir everything until they are well combined properly the way they are looking right now. And I am adding some rosemary, fresh rosemary leaf. This came from my garden from last year. I stored them up in my freezer. And I added some onions, and I will stir this up for another 5 minutes. Yes, you go ahead and keep frying this in that stew for 5 good minutes. Then the next step is to add my meat stock. Once I'm done adding up my meat stock, of course, this meat stock is not going to be enough for us to cook our rice. So I'll go ahead and add in extra water for the rice to be cooked. So I'm adding about 4 cups of water at this point, just 4 cups, and I'll mix up everything until they are well combined. Then I'll be adding curry powder. You cannot make your jollof rice, Naija jollof, without curry powder. It's so amazing. And I also added some bell leaf. Yes, we need bell leaf for this recipe. Stir up everything until they are well combined. Taste for salt. If you need salt, go ahead and add extra salt. If you need any stock cube, go ahead and add any at this point. But mine is perfect. I do not need any extra stuff. Cover that up with aluminum foil and the cover of the pot and let it simmer for about 10 minutes on a low medium heat. We are back. So here, this is how the rice is looking at this point. I'll go ahead and stir everything up a little bit. I'm using non-sticky pot. If you're using pot that is very sticky, you do not want to be stirring it off in that much. Just put it on a low heat and let it cook for 20 minutes in a row. Do not stir what I'm doing. Do not do what I'm doing right now, because that will make your rice to burn. So I tried it. It wasn't as soft as I want at this point. I added another 1 cup of water. I'll go ahead and cover this up again and let it simmer for a couple more minutes. We'll be right back. Here we are, back to the rice. It's ready. My kitchen smells amazing. Look at the bottom of the pot. Yeah, like I told you guys, my pot is non-sticky pot, so once you stir the pot around the rice, everything comes off. So of course we all know that the bottom of the rice is the best. Yes, it's the best. So I'll stir everything up together. Just for a finished touch, I am adding coconut oil. Yes, this gives the rice a very beautiful shiny look when the rice is done. So once I'm done stirring everything, it has combined. I wish you guys can smell my kitchen aroma right now. It smells amazing. And the coconut oil that I added also give it a pinch of coconut taste. Yeah, it tastes amazing. I can't say this enough until you guys give this recipe a try. So the next thing, go ahead and fry up some plantain. You need this rice. You need to have some plantain by the side. So that's it for this recipe. Time for serving. Let's go ahead and garnish our food. So the question for today is, how do you prefer to eat your rice, your jollof rice, your Naija jollof, with banana, or do you like it with plantain, fried plantain? Or are you like, you want everything? You want both the plantain and the banana, everything combined, like combo. Alright guys, I hope you guys had a lot of fun with this recipe today, because I did. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification bell to be notified whenever I upload any delicious recipe on this channel. I'll see you all on my next video. Stay safe and stay blessed. Bye.